Yeah. Hello, everyone. Good morning. I'm Soumya Rathod, the Assistant General Secretary of the Alumni Association Students Wing. First of all, congratulations for getting into the Government Law College, one of the oldest, or I must say, the oldest college of the Asia. Now, given the ancient philosophy with which the GLC was started, and it was started way back a century, more than a century and a half ago. It enjoys a very broad base of the alumni with which we interact, with which we conduct various activities by ourselves. Moving on to the next slide, if you name a few legal luminaries in the legal field, you'll get to know that a majority of them are from the Alumni Association Student Wing. To name a few, Miss Pratibha, Her Excellency Miss Pratibha Patil, Piyush Goyal, who is currently the Union Minister. We also had a recent ex-Chief Justice of India, Justice U. Lalit, who was our alumni. So, given the broad base which the GLC enjoys of its alumni and the legal luminaries who excel in their field, we can grasp the fact with the broad base and the broad alumni structure with which we deal. Moving on, the Alumni Association Students Wing acts as a illustrious link between the alumni who have graduated and between the recent students. So it helped both ways for the alumni to give back to their alma mater, as well as for the students to interact with the alumni who have graduated. Now, Alumni Association Students Wing conduct various activities through which we intend to promote the harmonious link which we enjoys, and also it provides a platform to each and every one of us to interact with them, to solve our various queries, to make our networks bigger. In this way, it helps both the alumni as well as the students. Moving on, Sanskriti will tell you about the structure of our committee as well as how it works.
All right, so hello everyone, good morning. Welcome to the orientation. I'm Samskruti Hebalkar. I'm the General Secretary of the Alumni Association Students Wing. So I'll quickly take you over how the working and the structure of the committee is like. So you start with being junior members of the committee, which I'm hoping most of you are going to interview for today or tomorrow, following which one level ahead of you are the junior core members. You can see with us on the panel in today's orientation. They are academically and also in terms of experience a year older to you. Another level above them are the senior core, which is Soumya and I in this case. We are the General Secretary and the Assistant General Secretary in this. And on top of us are our conveners who are in a supervisory and in an advisory role to us. They overview the functioning of the committee. They give us their valuable feedback. They tell us how to interpret some specific things into the working of the committee and how to go about it. But that's mostly about it. We'll take doubts at the end if there are any. And so, as I said, I'm Sanskriti Hebalkar. I'm the General Secretary. I am in my third year of my 5-year law course. I'm from Thane, and most of my time at GLC have been online, but I'm really happy that the scenario is changing, and then we can finally meet each other offline by way of lectures or by way of interviews or many other activities that we will be conducting this year. So I'm really looking forward to that. And we'll quickly introduce everyone of AASW, after which we will go over the activities that we conduct and other things. All right. So over to Soumya again.
Hello everyone. I interacted with you earlier. So my name is Soumya Rathod. I'm also the third year of the 5-year law course. I'm from Raipur, Chhattisgarh. So I'm from outside Maharashtra, and I'm looking forward to interacting with you all. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Asmi Patil. I'm a junior core member at the Alumni Association Students Wing. I am in the second year of my 5 years law course, and I'm from Nagpur, Maharashtra. I really look forward to interacting with you guys in the coming days.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Bhumika Pandey. I am a student of second year from 3-year LLB course, and yeah, I'm from Pune and looking forward to talk with you.
Hello, I'm Jyoti, and I'm the junior core member of the Alumni Association. I'm from Nasik, and I'm in my fifth year. I'm from the 5-year course, and right now I'm in my second year. Uh,
Hi guys, my name is Lai. A very warm welcome to the orientation and thank you for being here. I'm from the second year of the 5-year law course and I'm from Mumbai.
Hello everyone, good morning. I'm Manasvi and I'm from the second year for the 5-year law course, a junior core member at the Alumni Association Students Wing. And really looking forward to see most of y'all at the interviews and then future in the colleges.
Hello guys, I am Pratik. I am from second year of 3-year law course and looking forward to interact with you all. I am from Mumbai, Maharashtra.
Hi everyone, my name is Shreya Saraswati and I am from Nagpur, Maharashtra. I am a second year law student of the 5-year course and I am looking forward to interact with you all. And congratulations on getting into GLC and attending the very orientation of us. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Shruti Dudhani, currently studying in second year of 5-year law course. I am from Amravati and I look forward to meet you all in person. Thank you.
So as I explained, we conduct a few activities every year. So just to name a few, Delhi Study Tour, the Young Achievers Lecture Series, the Guest Lecture Series, then there's a biannual newsletter, which is a new addition to the work we do, and the social media series, which actually caught quite a pace because of the online tenure, thanks to COVID. So we, all the junior members, will one by one quickly go over what these activities are so that everyone has an idea.
Okay, so the first segment of our activity is Delhi Study Tour. So basically, this is an academic-based or educational-based tour which is organized by Alumni Association. Addressing the first question, why Delhi, the city is selected. So as we all know, Delhi is capital of our country, and not only it has great importance, but most of the legal offices or important tribunals are situated over there. So this Delhi tour will help you in gaining knowledge about different tribunals, not only restricted to legal offices but also different commissions. Let's say Election Commission, Human Rights Commission, Women's Commission, and also in this Delhi study tour. You not only visit the office as a visitor, but then you also get a chance to talk with the officials, gain from their experiences, learn new insights from their experiences, and so on. The next question is, how is the group or the contingent being selected? So there's a rigorous interview process. It might take 2 to 3 rounds. Of interviews. There might be some additional requirements to be fulfilled, such as it is basically chance of you to show us how you can gain from this tour. And we will be looking for some qualities such as being curious, being eager, and having that enthusiastic approach of gaining new things. Then moving forward to address, like, what is it in it for you. So basically, you not only gain about the administrative functioning of the office, but then you also get chance to visit this tribunals and see how it's functioning. As you are being freshers, I would like to give you a disclaimer that legal profession is not only about being a lawyer, may it be in litigation or may it be in corporate, but it is also about holding positions such as being a law officer in Human Rights Commission, let's say in Women's Commission. So I think this will give you a holistic view about how this functioning works, and looking forward to interact with you all on this. Next slide. So these are a few pictures from our past study tours. One is with Mr. Nadman sir, and the next is with the Parliament. And this is a Bhutan study tour. So this was an exceptional one because our students were invited there. But this year, basically next year, we are looking forward to aim at Delhi city, so you all can gain a holistic exposure from. Next slide. This next slide will be explained by my page.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Manasvi here. And now I'll be telling you about the guest lecture series that we have. So in the guest lecture series, we host our alumni who have made a mark and their name in the legal field. And they conduct interacting sessions where they tell us about their profession, how they got into it, what to expect from certain professions, and how we can as students prepare for the same. Like here we have an example of Mr. Sharad Abhyankar, who is a partner at Khaitan & Co, which is a very established law firm. And he came over to explain about M&A transactions. So there are many such guest lecture series that we conduct. During COVID, it was online, but now we will be conducting all of them offline. Next slide. Then we have the Young Achievers lecture series where we host alumni who are young and recent graduates and are excelling in their particular field of law. They come over and share their varied experiences. And these sessions are also very interactive. They interact with the students. You can ask them questions. They cater to our doubts and everything also. Also, there is a lot to learn from these series as we are just newly law students, first year, second year. We have so much to learn about these fields. So it's better to learn from people who are actually in the field and gain knowledge from them. So these series are very interactive and give you a lot of knowledge and insight into the fields of law. Next slide. Like we have, these are a few examples of the series that we had. You can see, you can just glance through these slides once.
Hi guys, my name is Lail Alka and I'll be explaining to you one of the flagship activities of the Alumni Association, that is the newsletter. So the newsletter is a biannual newsletter that we publish at the Alumni Association, and the newsletter comprises of various interviews, editorials, opinion articles of our alumni. Now, one of the very peculiar feature, or one of the very special features of the Alumni Association is that through this newsletter, you get the opportunity to interact with these alumni on a one-on-one basis. You can choose people that you look up to and ask them questions. You can be creative with the kind of topics you want to include in the newsletter. So what we try to do in the newsletter is that unlike other departments in the committee, where people are divided with the work that they do, the newsletter provides opportunity to each and every member of the committee to come forward and put forth their ideas and work for the newsletter, and then infuse the newsletter with more and more diverse stuff. The structure of the newsletter is basically so our latest edition of the newsletter, which you can access from our LinkedIn post, it was called Lawful Living, and it had 4 segments. The first 2 of them being interviews. We had interviewed Mr. Kabir Duggal, and then secondly Ms. Rahila Khorakiwala, who runs a very successful think tank. Thirdly, we had Ms. Shaishavi Kadakia, who advised students on how to give exams, and fourthly we had Ms. Anvesha Maitra, who had written an article on how the legal profession is a noble profession, and what are the tenets that you must adhere to become a good lawyer. So overall, the newsletter is a chance for you all to interact with these illustrious alumni, and bring forth the interest that your peers have, and ask questions to leading experts, and thereby help overall the batch in knowing more and more. Lastly, you can read this latest newspaper on LinkedIn, as I mentioned before, and get to know more about it. Moving on.
Hello,
Over to-
everyone. Hello, everyone. My name is Asmi Patil, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about the social media series that the GLC's Alumni Association runs. As Sanskriti rightly pointed, these series really took off because of the online mode of transition during the COVID period. As you might have seen by now, the Alumni Association of GLC has a very prominent and active presence on various social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, amongst others. Currently, we have four series. Running. These include the Did You Know series, the Alumni Achievements, Quotes, and Careers in Focus. I would like to tell you more about the Did You Know series. The Did You Know series comprises of bit-sized, lesser-known facts about our college. It is a weekly series, and we make posts every Friday. The series tries to cover topics like the part GLC has played in the legal history of the country and the illustrious alumni that our college has produced. Our aim is to make people aware about the rich history that our college possesses, and it would help you also to get to know the history of our college and the illustrious alumni that it has produced. Next slide, please. This is one of the sample posts that the Did You Know series as a part of the Did You Know series. Over to you, Jyoti.
Hello everyone, I'm Jyoti, and in the quotes series, this is one of the series on our social media sites. It is a weekly series. In this, we aim at showcasing words of wisdom by our alumni from their books, of either from their interviews or whatever sources are relevant, which we can find and put out. The quotes may contain advice given by them in the interest of society, their views, or it could be related to their lifestyle. The pieces of advice they give is very useful, and it can help us a lot in understanding their view of the world. We have a sample post here as well. Can we move on to the sample post? So here is a sample post by Akhil Rani. My mantra for resolving challenging situations, both within the firm and on client matters, is to build consensus. So these are the type of posts we do. We find the quote, we put it up like this on our sites. The next person will take over.
Hi everyone, a very good morning. My name is Shreya Saraswati and I would be covering up the Alumni Achievements series, which is a part of the social media series. So basically Alumni Achievements is basically a weekly series that is post goes over on various social media platforms where we are actively working once a week. And the very work of the Alumni Achievements is basically to recognize the contributions of our past alumni, or so to say the alumni, which basically includes the promotions, merger of law firms, new law firms started by our alumni, their ranks, their recognition which has been given to them, recent books written by our alumni, to state a least. Now, how does it help you? So basically, I'll tell you my experience over the same. I'm working in the very same section, and that has included a lot into my knowledge. The law firm has basically the law field as has been stated by Bhumika Pandey, a junior core of us, that it is not only about being a lawyer or getting into litigation, but has a many lot options which working in alumni achievements would add up to your knowledge. Now, the basic aim of the Alumni Achievements is to share the achievements with our audience in an engaging manner, which would recognize the contribution of the alumni and also add up to your knowledge, as I have stated earlier. Moving on to the next slide. This is a sample post of us where we have recognized Mr. Rahul Narvekar, who is alumni of batch of 2001, who has been elected as the Speaker of the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly. This is a recognition to state some other, there are many alumni of us who has cleared the SEBI examination, various other examinations such as civil services, judicial services, UGC NET, etc. to state a list. Now, talking about the research, how does it go about the same? There are various platforms which include LinkedIn, Bar and Bench, Legal India, etc. to state a list again. And that would add up to your knowledge, plus give you a kind of understanding upon where your interest lies in and how to work upon the same. I hand it over to Jyoti. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Shruti and I'll be explaining you the last series that we have, that is Careers in Focus. Now, Careers in Focus is one of our social media series which identifies young and talented people from our college who have spearheaded their way to the top in their respective career domains. The posts aim to provide a deep insight in their career, which is why the research for the write-ups should be diligent in terms of sources and language. It is posted once in a month on our social media accounts. In order to give you what the post looks like, please head to the next slide. So now this is the sample post that we do. Here we have our alumni Amal Sethi, and we have covered his career in the field of law in detail. We have this write-up. You can check out our social media page in order to get a good insight for this post. Over to you, Jyoti.
So you may have seen that we do a lot of social media platforms. We post on a lot of social media platforms and we gather information. So the whole process starts by finding the alumni. Either it could be on LinkedIn or the old books or the library we have. We can go up to various people. We can go up to the professors we have and we can ask who were the alumni as well. We can go to the social media page of Alumni Association link. You can scroll down and see how many alumni we have already covered. So we usually go about finding the alumni first. Then we use a reliable source to find content about the alumni, what they have done. So we have sources like Bar and Bench. We have news, whatever news we can find about them, their interviews on either on YouTube or either we have an article about them. Then comes, after finding this information, we draft everything up and we draft the caption of the post, which needs to be articulated well. We need to make it so that it is appealing to the reader. And next thing we do is we send the post, we send it to each other, at least the junior course send it to each other for proofreading. And after the proofreading is done, we send it to the core member for the review. And after it is reviewed, it is posted on the social media site. That's the method. Next thing is the skills. The skills you'll develop while doing all these activities, especially the social media categories we have, the series we have is writing while we are drafting a caption, or even newsletter when we are writing about the alumni. You'll develop your writing skills. Research, it will develop your research. You can, even through the books, you get to know a lot of stuff. Books, by websites, you basically get to know what sources to use. So it also develops your research skills. Editing, on our social media sites, we try to do different posts. So we use Canva for that. We make posters and other stuff. So you can help it out. And you can develop your skill of editing. The next is coordination. We need to coordinate with our members. We have to go back and forth by checking, rechecking, or asking them if the post is correct. Like we develop a sort of coordination with them, a relation with them. So it is important to have coordination skills. Next.
Okay, guys, so this is most of what we do. The junior com members covered it pretty nicely, and that was a comprehensive idea as to the work that we do. Now, if anyone has any questions, please shoot, and we are very free to answer it for you. You can either put it in the chat box or you can unmute yourself and voice it out. Either way, it's fine.
Even if you have any general query with respect to college, we'll be more than happy to address that.
Yes, because we totally understand that it's your first year and it's late. Everything's getting late, the admissions and the commencement of lectures or the commencement of your semesters. It is all quite up in the air, or was before the admissions at least. So we are here to help you. We are here to guide you as much as we can about our experience, how it's been.
There's a question Hemant Patil has put out. Do you welcome 3-year students? So yeah, we have Bhumika Pandey as one of our members who is from the second year of the third year LLB course. So
And Pratik.
and Pratik. And so we consider 3-year and 5-year law students as equal, and we do consider them as our members and as our junior co-members. So we don't discriminate on that point. We are more than happy to welcome any student who is willing to take up the job.
And also, to add on about 3-year LLB ka course, I think the more emphasis on why 3-year people should join Alumni Association, according to my experience, is that we already have 3 years in our hand. And the basic mantra which every law student should follow, maybe 3-year or 5-year, is developing legal research. Like, I know researching, drafting, and negotiating are the 3 pillars, but then if you are a good researcher, if you have concrete data in your hand, you will automatically be a good negotiator. And Alumni Association is providing a great platform, to learn researching, not only researching from secondary sites, but also researching from primary sources. So I think this is a very good opportunity for everyone to join.
Another question which has been put out is, people outside the committee have no opportunities to interact with the opportunities provided. So being a member of the Alumni Association student wing and being in the member and as a junior member or the position holders, you get an edge over others because you get to interact with the alumni on one-on-one hand. So if you are organizing a lecture, you get to contact them single-handedly. So you get an edge over others who are just attending the alumni lecture series, who get an opportunity to interact only through formal mode of communication by attending the lecture. However, being a member in the organizing committee, you have an edge over others to interact with them. I hope this answers your question. Any other
Also,
question,
to
guys?
add to what Shamya said, sorry to cut you off, Shamya, but just to add to what you said, in terms of the edge that we as the members of the Alumni Association have over others, is that when we conduct lectures, when we schedule lectures with legal luminaries, say in the college, we get more time to spend with them in terms of arranging the very meeting, scheduling it, and we get more time, around some 20 minutes to half an hour, for ourselves to ask our questions that we might have regarding anything that we are doubtful about, in addition to the lecture that they would be delivering and the questions that we would be posing to them during the lecture. So that is one. And in terms of value addition that we have, apart from being able to communicate with the alumni, is just personality development in general, because it is here that you learn how to pitch an idea to the seniors, pitch an idea to the alumni in terms of what topic you want to become, cover, in case it's going to be helpful for you, in case it's of interest to you, and in terms of how to organize. It's also very important to develop soft skills. Uh, so that is also another thing that matters and which can actually help you build your personality by way of being a member of the AASW.
Next question is, what type of work we are supposed to do as a junior member? So basically your work would be about researching the alumni, or you can even suggest the names of the alumni whom you want to contact for the interviews or for the lecture series. So in this way, it helps you to, interact with the persons with whom you have thought of as someone who are excelling in their field. So basically your work would be to prepare a post for the social media series, to suggest us the names of the alumni whom we can contact, or any other ideas or suggestions. Also, you'll be helping us organizing the DST Delhi study tour and the various activities which we have already dealt with. So all these things go into the work of a junior member. I hope this answers your question.
And since we are beginning with physical lectures this year, you will also be engaged in helping us prep for the lectures, from the arrangements made to the room where we are going to call the alumni, to the very uh, content that they are going to be presenting. It could be in forms of a presentation that they are going to be posting, or just in terms of the topic or ideas or basic preparation that they would need. You are going to be involved in all of that, in addition to the social media research and preparation for DST that you would be doing.
Yeah, moving on to next question. Next question is about the single core membership policy. So the Alumni Association does not have a single core membership policy. However, we consider the fact that how much time are you able to give to the committee, how much inputs are you able to give to the committee. So we are more than happy to include each and everyone who is interested. However, do consider inputs which you are able to give to the committee, and you do not compromise on the works of ours, so that our activities are not impacted as such. So this, I hope this answers your question. Is there any other question or any queries which you have with respect to the committee or college?
Ma'am, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Ma'am, I have a question and a suggestion.
Yeah,
Question
yeah,
is,
sure.
ma'am, what is the date of raising of our college, ma'am? Date of raising or establishment?
I'm not sure about the date of raising of a college. However, the year is 18, I guess, 55 or
1855. Yes.
yeah.
So,
It's 1855.
so ma'am, firstly, ma'am, as Old Boys Association is a very crucial thing which any organization should follow. Like in army, also we follow. All those who pass out from sanic schools, military schools, from any unit. So we have a strong bonding, ma'am, and we are deeply bonded and rooted, ma'am, to the roots of our unit, ma'am. That is a tradition. Similarly, likewise, in case somebody who has graduated from our college, they can be called for the Old Boys Association, or it's known as Old Boys Association in Forge, maybe in civil it is Alumni Association. So, which can be called for during the reunions, annual reunions. The annual reunions is supposed to be, or it is suggested to be, on the date of our raising, ma'am. We can find out from the history what date, ma'am, we got operationalized. Maybe it is on which month, which date of month. So maybe a 3 to 4 days program can be organized. And also accordingly, whenever they're coming from Pan India, ma'am, these people will be coming. So we may be, ma'am, booking the guest rooms accordingly for that, whether it is circuit houses or all kind of circuit houses in and around Mumbai, ma'am. This can be booked, and the stays can be facilitated, and we can have a gathering of all those who have passed out from our college, ma'am. Aim is to interact, and also aim is to learn from the experiences. We'll have a both formal and informal interaction, so that we learn from them as to what all pathway ma'am they have followed ma'am in respective lives, and how can they be a benchmark for us to follow them.
Yeah, I really liked your idea. However, to add to that, since the offline modes of activities have recently been started, we are also thinking of conducting the alumni meet, which is much on the lines of what you suggested. Now, calling up the alumni who have graduated and felicitating them, like having a interaction with them on one-on-one basis. And to add to that, previously we had the B.R. Ambedkar Memorial Lecture, in which we used to felicitate the alumni of us. So the one that happened in, I guess, 2014-15. So we called the Chief Justice of the Bhutan, the then Chief Justice of the Bhutan, who was our alumni. We also called various Supreme Court judges to felicitate them. So in that way, it's much on the lines of what you have suggested. Also, we would really like to seriously consider your suggestions for our future activities. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Not a ma'am. Just 15 more seconds I'll take, ma'am. There'll be many alumni, ma'am, who are in your who become very senior citizens, ma'am. They must be in their 80s, 90s also, ma'am. So a team of our, ma'am, from the college, the present team, somebody must be there in the coordination part to ensure that they're facilitated in the movement also, ma'am, in the communication from the respective ends of the corner of the country to make it to our this get together, no, the reunion, ma'am. So that way, ma'am, we want to express our bonding to them. And also, ma'am, there is a learning value from each and every individual who have passed out from our college. That is the thing which I wanted to emphasize. In any case, I am sure of, the college must be maintaining a list of alumni. In case you can share with me the list of alumni, I can voluntarily take on this thing and getting all of them connected on one single platform, wherein we can always exchange our thoughts and views.
Yes, sure. I really like your idea. We'll seriously consider on it, and we'll let you know about the future prospects of our activities. Thank you so much. Is there anyone else? Yes, sir, Hemant Patil.
I'll probably reiterate what my classmate Colonel Santosh was saying. The purpose of Alumni Association or a student like ourselves getting associated with Alumni Association is a twofold purpose. From my perspective, one is getting to network with the industry peers who are ex-GLCites, right? Getting one Chief Justice, solicited, or getting somebody, one, ex-GLC member, felicitated. It probably does not meet the objective of making a GLC community integrating with each other, the incoming students as well as the former students of GLC. So I think the idea of what Colonel Pandey is saying has a very constructive contribution to the probably purpose. If we all get back to any activity that we do and relate it to what is purpose of Alumni Association, why do anybody will contribute their time, efforts, energy to a Alumni Association in GLC? So I think having a focus on that will probably be a better idea. However, you guys know it better than probably anybody else. Second thing is, one of my questions, somebody answered that we will qualify whether somebody will be able to spend time or not. It's a very subjective term. Let me put it this way, from my experience perspective. Of course, you have more competence in this areas. How can you qualify? How am I going to spend next 1 year, in as an Alumni Association core member, if I am a core member of somebody else? So that is a very subjective term. So I suggest, maybe I am not that person, but when you interview the people who are part of the other committees, do not make assumptions at the face of it, because some people can really constructively contribute much more than you can anticipate at the face value of this, 10 minutes interview or whatever it is. I would recommend you guys to be very open, about welcoming the new ideas. Because having 85% of the members from 5 years, that was one of the reasons I said, are you welcoming 3-year students? Thank you very much.
Sorry to cut you short, sir. Regarding the senior core policy, which you said, about the membership of the committee, we do not follow any single core policy of ours. However, when we consider the post holders, the discretion is with respect to the time and the inputs which you have given, and which is ultimately the process through which the members are elevated to the post of the junior core members. So I hope that answers your question.
No, I think you are just spinning around, Soumya. My question is very precise to the point. I will reiterate my question. I have taken admission in the first year, and I'm going to get interviewed as a junior core team member by, some of you or all of you. How will you have a competence to qualify how my commitment to you or to this committee in the next 1 year is going to be? So there is no history here
So
for
can
you
I?
to qualify, right? So I'm just saying that it is a very subjective term. It is, do not make assumptions when you are trying to interview, people as a junior core. Why, when you can, probably do that when you are going to promote a junior core to a senior core basis on his commitment in the last 1 year, which is fact based, which is not an assumption based. So my recommendation is when you are, inviting people, I think be open. Not all the 3 year students might be short of time or short of experience. I think be open for that.
Exactly, sir. So to answer your question, I think it's not clear as to what Soumya said. We definitely understand that we can't make assumptions at this point in time when we are going to select members. Is why we are very open-minded. As you said, while selecting members, we select quite a lot of members. About some the last year we selected some 40 members, so that we are inclusive of everyone, so that we get an opportunity to see how everyone works, how everyone is able to devote their times, how they are able to put their skill set to use, and how it's useful for our committee. Is why we select quite a lot of members at this stage, and at this stage, after which, like you said, after a year of working with AASW, they are, whoever's interested, that is open to appear for the interviews of junior core members. Again, like Soumya said, we allow dual core membership because we believe that the value addition that a person can make to one committee is not exclusive of what they can make to another committee. We believe in that, is why we are actually not going to make assumptions at this point in time. The interview
Thanks, Kriti. May I?
can whoever speaking, can you mute yourself if you don't intend to speak? Yeah, and just one more point, that the interviews that we are going to be holding are just going to be conversational in nature. We are just going to know as to why you're interested in becoming a part of the committee. What do you think you're going to be good at in terms of research, in terms of coordinating, in terms of coming up with ideas? It's just going to be a very basic conversational interview, and we're not, just a disclaimer, just a caveat, that we're not going to be judging you at this point in time or at any point in time as to your work and your commitments to the committee.
Sanskriti, I think Mr. Patil misunderstood the part where we were explaining the Delhi study tour. We talked about the interviews and the rigorous process. He confused it between the actual selection of people right now. I guess that's the case.
It might be. Sir, is that the case?
No, so guys, don't get me wrong, please. I mean, I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to make or contribute this, for probably future committee. So let's say I am being called for an interview tomorrow, and I am very much excited to contribute to this committee. But none of you have worked with me in the past. Okay, none of you would have probably can guess what kind of commitment I can bring to the table in the next 12 months time or whatever that academic year time, right? So when you interview people from 3 years, they generally, are very much excited as much as you guys to contribute, better to the, to the role, to the, time. So when somebody, gave me an explanation that the single core policy is not applicable to us and we will only select as long as they're able to commit the time to us, that is a very, very subjective term, trust me. So I want, that subjectiveness to be away so that people are very much open to come and spend time with you, talk to you, have the conversation, not under the assumption that 95% of the people are from 5 years course. So are 3-year people really, going to be, I mean, are we spending, time in, constructively, trying to do something? Because what happens is you are interviewing for a junior core team. You are not interviewing just to be a
Sir, we are
member of it.
interviewing for the membership at this point. The junior core interviews will happen after a year of you working with us as a member.
Okay, maybe my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't understand it correctly. I'm so sorry for
The
that.
single core
I'm so sorry.
policy and the criteria for selection was for the junior core member, which will be after a year. And now will
So
be
my bad. I'm so sorry. My bad. Maybe I did not understand your communication correctly. I thought probably you're going to include some of the junior core members at
no.
this stage. So it's my bad. I'm sorry.
No, sir, it's completely all right. So just to reiterate how it works. So we will select members today and tomorrow after your interviews. And so after a year of you guys working as members of the committee, if you are interested in becoming core members, you will appear for an interview in the next year. And subsequently, you will be elevated to the position of a senior core, depending on how you work. Sir, am I clear now?
Okay, thank you, sir. Another question is, how often are the alumni lectures conducted? Are they conducted periodically or randomly? We mostly try to conduct it once a month or moreover by twice a month. However, there is no proper schedule, but most probably it happens at least once a month in any case. So we'll soon be beginning with the lecture series as after you are being selected as a member, and we'll be communicating the lecture series and the schedule for the same as soon as we get any confirmation. Another question is, can the study tours be attended only by the members of the association, or other students can attend as well? So the study tours, the selection for the study tours is a very rigorous process, as has already been addressed by while addressing the Delhi study tour. Like firstly, you have to write an essay, and there is a GK competition, and then finally there is an interview. Now all these processes need to be fulfilled, and you need to qualify for all these processes to be able to be selected for the delegation who will go for the study tour. Members as such cannot only attend, like other students as well as attend. So it is open for the all batches of the GLC, even for the 5-year course, for the 3-year course, and in all the years who are currently studying here. So there's no discretion or there's no exclusivity in terms of the members of the association as such. Is there any other question? Okay, guys, seeing that there are no questions, we would like to request you all those who have not filled the form to please fill it, and that we are extending the deadline for filling the forms till 5 p.m. today. So if you haven't registered yet, you can do so still till the 5 p.m. today. And we'll see you all if in case you have opted for the online interviews today from 7 p.m. And if in case you have opted for the offline interviews, we'll see you all tomorrow in the college in the moot court room from 4 p.m. We'll let you know the schedule as such about the interview of yours. Thank you so much. Looking forward to having you all as a member and positively contributing to our committee.
Yes, thank you so much for your suggestions and your valuable time. Looking forward to see you in the interviews. Bye.